What's going on, everybody? Welcome to GameFreak. Now, yesterday, Evercade announced another cartridge release, and we all seen it coming already. It's the Thalamus Collection. Let's take a look at this thing real quick. Alright, so there's 11 games on that cartridge. Now, this is another C64 collection. Now, if you think about this, the last two carts that they put out, let me look at my notes here, were the Indie Heroes 3 collection and a C64 collection 3. This isn't considered just C64, I don't think. It doesn't look like it even says C64 on it, but these are a C64 collection of games. It's just Thalamus. Now, my views on this. Now, remember, this is just my views. Just because I'm not a fan of these games doesn't mean that you shouldn't be, because that's not what I'm saying at all. I'm just not a fan of these personally. I'm pretty tired of the C64 collections, just like I'm tired of the Pico collections. I think Evercade took a step forward with the Tomb Raider collection, but it's not like phenomenal. Like a lot of people are like just drooling all over. Oh my God, they got Tomb Raider. No, don't get me wrong. Tomb Raider is great. I think it is a step forward in the right direction, I'm sorry, because these C64 collections are just getting ridiculous to me anyway. I'm sick of seeing them. I'm sick of the Pico collections. I mean, if you look at what's coming, according to my notes, my notes is the Evercade website. The next two releases are Pico 4 and Sunsoft 2. And then after that, we go right back into C64 shit again, and that with the Thalamus collection, and then the Tomb Raider collection, and them come out in July, at the end of July. I mean, so we gotta wait in between there, and then on top of that, we also get the repainted VS and EXP. Now, the thing I wanted to bring up about those two things, the two hardware, the VS, there's really nothing different except the paint job on it. The EXP, that doesn't include, it doesn't have the Capcom library on it because, the license is up on that. And it also doesn't have that mini HDMI, it's mini, not micro, mini HDMI connection on the top. So that supposedly is supposed to help out with the battery, but we'll see. I'm definitely getting the black VS because I do want a second VS, because I like to just keep this one that I have in my arcade cabinet. I want one on the shelf too, so I can use the controller and not the arcade stick. I want this VS over to my left just to be for my arcade carts, which, damn it, I want some more arcade carts, but apparently they said like 2 of them are going to be out this year. We'll see. I don't know what they're going to be, but back to this Thalamus. I did go through the games. Actually played these games on one of my emulators, and It was pretty much confirmed because I do own a C64, but I don't have any of these games. So I had to play them on a emulator, and I tried to give it, a fair shot and everything. Man, they're C64 games to me. They weren't any fun at all. But if it's your bag, man, go for it. Me personally, no way, man. I'm not paying. And I know it's only $20 and everything, but I'm not gonna pay for a cart that I'm not gonna play. Um, I really hope that this is it with the C64 for at least a while. I mean, I don't want them to just totally end it because I know there's tons of C64 fans out there, but it's getting crazy, man, with these C64 and Pico collections. Time to find something else. I know it's an easy license grab there for both of those, but man, I don't know. I'm not in the business to go out and try to get licenses. So I don't know, or licenses. I can't even talk. So I don't know how difficult that is. I'm sure it is like time consuming, and I'm sure there's a lot of money involved. Yeah, enough with these two, man. We don't need a Pico 5 in the future and a C64 collection 10, 12, whatever, man. I'm so sick of C64. I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer or anything. I'm just tired of them. Let me know what you guys think. I really do try giving every game a chance. And if it sucks, man. I'm not going to sugarcoat the shit, man. If something is just terrible, it's terrible. And C64 games, to me, are absolutely terrible. They have not aged well. They're probably, great back in the 80s, but they just don't hold up well today. Just like Atari, I'm a big Atari fan, but man, I'm not going to bullshit. I rarely play any Atari games anymore just because they have not held up good at all. Like my game station, shit, man, if I went back and did another review on this, on how it's like held up for me, I rarely touch that thing anymore because I've stated in other videos, when I was a kid, I could play Atari for hours and hours, but now 15 minutes max. That's about as long as I can go, except Dark Chambers on the 7800, that version. I can play that for a while. That's a lot of fun. That's a really good game. It's the same with this Commodore 64 stuff. Like, I bought the Commodore 64 probably a couple months after it actually released. That was a long time ago. And I didn't even really like it then. I think I had a couple games that I liked, and I did buy them. I couldn't even tell you. I think I only own like maybe 10 C64 games. I never went and bought any more after that because I was just very unimpressed with it. I just wasn't impressed with it at all. So, yeah, it's sitting in a storage bin. I rarely get that thing out. I couldn't even tell you the last time I got that thing out. So this Thalamus collection, I have zero interest in. Let me know if you guys have any interest in this. I just don't. Hopefully, things start looking upwards after this Tomb Raider release. I'm really looking forward to that, although I think it's going to be a tough game to play without analog sticks. So hopefully Evercade has a analog controller by that time. I don't know. In fact, maybe you can hook a PS3 controller up to. I've never tried a PS3 controller on the Evercade VS, so let me know if that works. I know a lot of controllers will sync up to it. I've never tested. In fact, I haven't tested many controllers on my VS. A lot of arcade sticks I've tested, but not actual like console controllers. But let me know if PS3 controller syncs up. In fact, you know what? After I'm done with this video, I might try it myself. So I'll check that out. If that's the case, then yeah, Tomb Raider will probably be fine. But I think it's going to be a tough game without analogs, because I remember, I think it's on the Ambernic RG35XX, and that doesn't have analogs on it. And that's a pain in the ass to play Tomb Raider on that. And I love the Ambernic. I mean, that's a great handheld. And by the way, shout out to Andy's Game Room, because he hooked me up when it comes to the Ambernic, man. He sent me some stuff in the mail, and man, it's like the perfect little handheld emulation system now. I absolutely love it. So thanks, Andy. I do appreciate that. Shout out to you. Yeah, hopefully Evercade does this, gets a analog controller out there real quick, because I want something that matches the Evercade. I'm picky about that stupid shit. It's stupid little cosmetic shit like that. It's not like a deal breaker for me or anything, but I don't know. I'm anal about that stuff. Yeah, let me know what you guys think of this Thalamus. Again, I'm not interested. Let me know what you guys think. I could give a shit less if any more C64 cards ever come out. Let me know you guys' thoughts on this. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps out the channel a lot, and I greatly appreciate it. And until the next video, game on, everybody.